Hello everyone, welcome to Stonehearth me Banto. We're back in the Bantonian Vale and a lot of things are still under construction. Our bridge is moving onwards, it's getting more and more done, but I think we're still missing a few little parts here and there and everywhere. So it looks like we're missing some wee stone rabbits, some large yellow hanging banners, so we're gonna look into crafting those. And we also, in a previous episode, we started working on our windmill, and it looks like we have the attack from the previous episode going on somewhere. I'm not entirely sure where, but it should be an attack going on. Maybe they'll settle down a little camp nearby. I think it might be this large creature out here. I'm gonna send my troop over, and we're gonna take care of these stone golem. We're gonna bring it down. Let's use some energy tonic so we can run around a little bit quicker to get over here. We should be arriving pretty soon. And when they arrive, we can also throw in some strength tonic, and we can also do some encourage one that gives both courage and armor, making them able to fight a lot better. Okay, for some reason they aren't running there. We do have an enemy. Okay, they're talking about this guy. Oh no, I have one little outer golem out here. We're gonna undeploy him. We don't want them to die. So why aren't they moving? Now it says they're chasing the stone golem. I think the game is just running a little bit weird at the moment. Some people are sleeping. You should go and fight and help them. What we can do, guys, which seems to help a lot of time, is to take a group. Send them to move somewhere instead of attacking. It seems to work better a lot of times. But I think something with the AI is a little bit buggy at the moment with our town. Because they don't seem to care for the commands that we send to them. It takes a while or something for them to happen, sorta. It's kind of weird. Let's see if we can move them over here to begin with. That seems better. Okay, so let's start with not going too far, I guess. And then we can go further and further out to the adventure. And let's try it all the way over here. Now it seems to be working better. It could be that it has something to do with our structure here. I'm gonna make sure we are crafting the things needed, so we can look into our weaver and see for that yellow hanging banner, which we have here. We should be able to do those. They only seem to be very far down in the crafting queue, so I'm gonna make sure to go to the top. If I hold shift and left click that will move them to the very top to be crafted the first of everything. And we also need some wee stone rabbit. And they seem to be queued up, so we should be getting those. But I'm gonna put some of them at the very top as well. Okay, now we're pretty close to the golem. Let's go over here. Let's give him a little bit of strength tonic. That should be awesome. And let's throw in a little bit of a club into him and break this big stolen guy down. Little pebbles. And let's give him some left courage tonic. Oh, he died faster than I expected. Okay, that's good. We still have some battle music though, which I'm not entirely sure why it's playing. It could be a bug, it could be an enemy. It is a little bit annoying. I prefer it to not be playing when there's no enemy. But there could be some lurking enemies in the wild. That happens from time to time. We do have a crypt down here. Let's go and destroy that one as well. I'm on kind of like a destroying mission, it seems. But today, guys, we're also gonna work a little bit on our windmill, the one we made in the previous episode, and I got a suggestion by Danny, one of the main guys behind Ace mod, to make our little dock here go all across to the Quays. So we'll make it go like that and hit the quay over here. And that means it can have two ways to access it, either from here or from over here. And that should be pretty cool, and a good mix of stone and wood. It should be looking pretty cool. Okay, let's see. I think we should be arriving soon. Let's check our troop. They are engaged in combat. That's good to see. These archers are also really powerful. They're really good late game. But we might need to upgrade our crossbow. It looks like we might be using bronze crossbows, and there are better ones. We do have bronze one, Arch of Varanus skin vest, spiky bolt quiver, and half-bud healing tonic. That's a really good one. Let's destroy the crypt. There should be summoning some necromancers and skeletons. That was like one hit. Really good job, my people. Let's go destroy these necromancers before we do anything. We're just gonna go and kind of destroy everything and hope the battle music is gonna be stopping. I do think we have a bug, however, with it. I'm not sure why it happens. It could be some underwater creature or whatever, really. Okay, it looks like we destroyed that. Let's look around a little bit more if there's anything else that we need to vanquish. It could be something underwater, like I said. And we have a kitty visitor, it seems, with a nice little outfit going into our tavern. Hopefully can have a good time visiting the Bantonia Vale Tavern. Looks like she's going maybe for a drink. She's investigating her surrounding inside the tavern. It looks like she likes it. That's good to see. She probably thinks it's beautiful. I hope so. She is admiring it, that's for sure. That makes me happy. Admiring ornated throw rag, that's good to see. But the bad music, it seems to be doing this a lot for me. It feels like we should have some enemy. It shouldn't be playing that like that if we don't have any enemies around. But I'm gonna do a save and a load and hope to get away the buggy battle music. Be right back. It looks like we're progressing pretty good, guys. We're getting one of our houses built that is connected to our quay. And I'm really hoping that we will get this build soon, but we didn't send over one of our masons, so it might take a while until Akim is back. I'm hoping Akim will be back very soon, because we deeply need her to be crafting those wee stone rabbits. But we should have Alyssa or Rose able to get those little banners. I'm not sure what's going on here. Look at that. It's flickering around like crazy, right? What we could potentially do would be to promote an worker to become an mason while we're waiting, but let's see what kind of level it's required to make the wee stone rabbit. It's a level 4, so it's gonna take a while to level up to that, so we're just gonna wait for them to get back. But we can work a little bit on our windmill, and we're gonna take this then, and we're gonna keep extending this. So we're just gonna take this part over here. We are allowed to, let's see, it's clicking when I'm not clicking. So there we go. I'm gonna drag this out like this. Then we're gonna take this little part here and drag it out as well. And we're gonna make sure we're doing kind of the same size. It doesn't have to be, but I do think that's what we are gonna be trying to do here. And then we will connect it with the quay over here. If we're gonna build it, however, though, we're gonna make sure the ladders from the quays are gone, because if there are ladders in the build like that, it's not gonna be working. So let's throw in a few random darker colorations, just to make it look a little bit better. Then we're gonna fine tune it with some darker colors as well. Can you just play around with the colors a bit and see what we end up with? That's how I like to do it, at least. Kind of find a few spots like, oh, that needs a little bit of darker shade, and that spot needs a little bit of a brighter shades, or maybe we need some of these mid shades. I think we do need some bright shades here in the middle, for example. And I'm fairly happy with that, so then we're gonna take these little poles and make them go up here as well. So there we go, and then we are gonna make another one in the corner over here, and another one in the corner over here. This one might be wrong, yes it is. But then we know we're just gonna put it over there, and then we can just remove that one. So there we go, looking pretty good. And I'm also gonna recolor, just like I had over here. I have kind of the where we walk the board in its own color. And we could add in some more poles in here now if we want to. But I'm actually thinking of leaving it open, and we can add them back in later anyway. Because I might be making some little fishing places here later on. And then it's good if I have some open space for that, if we want to do it. So that's gonna be pretty good, I think. But like I said, to build this we have to wait for the ladders to be gone. Ooh, what is this thing? Are they coming back? Lapin style. Your venturing mason and weaver have returned with the knowledge of all sorts of rabbit recipes. I must say your citizens sharpened the tales of Pollo Pie with us. I simply must try it sometime. It's good to have them back. Thank you, thank you. Yes, it's really good. That means we can make our wee stone rabbits. And we should have learned some new recipes, that said. And when we have Mason back now, we are going to be able to get the last few parts of the stone rabbits and the yellow banners. They should be crafted as we speak. It looks like we're waiting for some bolt of cloth, but that shouldn't be too hard to do. That should go fairly quick to do. Interesting. I wonder if we did unlock the flowering painting. I think we might have. Oh, and I also think we unlocked the wooden seat, and here we have the wooden bed. And the cool thing, guys, if we do a re-embark, create a new town with a few of our citizens later on, we will keep these recipes when moving on. And I wonder if we did learn maybe a few things with the mason as well? I think we might have learned the stone cut a teapot. A rabbit shares a teapot. I think we did learn this one, I'm pretty sure about that. And maybe also the stone cut lanterns, which is also like Amberstone lanterns. So there might be a few little hidden things, like we have the burrow door, and probably there is a window as well. Let's search for window. Yes, a burrow window. They look pretty beautiful, I gotta say. Pretty beautiful. And we might be using them later on. So, wee stone rabbit is getting crafted. Nice. Hopefully those banners are gonna get crafted fairly soon as well. Looks like we maybe placed 2 of them. So the bridge should be done soon. For our quay, we're still waiting for one robust door. Some of those lanterns still. But I think this one should be like done fairly soon. We could have my soldiers help a little bit with building around as well. So I disabled job for them, which means they can help around town with a lot more things like building, hauling items. You can see currently Raven and Rose is helping with building. Some are harvesting things, some are restocking items, some are building ladders. And Banto is building, being a good lord of the town, helping out even with building. And that's what I love with the mod Swords and Plowshares, that your soldiers can help with a lot of things around town. Since this game is kind of limited on how many halflings you can have without the game going crazy, slow and so on. And super laggy. It's good to have the possibility to have your soldiers to help with mining and building and all kinds of good things. It looks like Banto's super happy, look at that. Awe-inspiring dining, loves their job, feeling the heat. Ate a tasty meal, excellently prepared drink. Had a decent tasting drink, my drink was prepared. Having a good dream. My meal was good, finely prepared meal. My drink was simple. So there was a lot of positivity for Banto there. And let's party with some energy tonic, I guess. And let's make them creative, increase the crafting speed and inspiration. Since we are deep need of being able to finish our houses. Which is gonna make the game run better as well when this is fully done. And I'm really looking forward to see this windmill in action. And maybe we should look into the inside, because we have a few things that we may need still to do. So one thing we're gonna do is that we're gonna tag this to be a roof. So I just click this and change the blocks to be a roof. That means I can see through it when I'm using the vision down here. Really useful. And I have a hotkey set up, so if you're wondering what Banto is doing sometimes, I might be changing it to be a roof. So that's what I'm doing right there. Just so I can see through it a lot easier. Because that's gonna be very helpful later on, right? And that even hides the wind sail. Which is good, you know, when you want to look through it. And let's see if I tag this thing. It's gonna hide that, but when I tag this thing, it's gonna hide everything. And there are some ways to fixing that. It's because of how blocks are connected. So I think I only maybe need to disconnect those. Because connected blocks will be linked and they will also be hidden. So what I can do now, for example, would be to either extend that one or just create a new one. And I'm actually just going to create a new one, because it's kind of hard to drag down for underneath. So I'm just going to do it like that. And it looks like this. and we can also tag these and set them also as walls, as a roof, mostly because I always want to be able to look through them. And tag that as a roof as well. And for the middle part in here, I'm thinking of keeping that open, kinda. Or maybe put like a little ladder hatch there in the middle, that could be interesting. Then at least we're able to get up there later if we want to. Our windmill is mostly I guess in a creative way, it doesn't really do anything. But it looks pretty cool to have on a farm. So I'm actually gonna have it like that, so we have a little bit of space around it. And then we can add in a ladder here, but we don't have to do it right now, we can do it later on, we don't have to do it now. But I want to show you guys a pretty neat trick that I have showed before with building, but maybe you haven't seen it because maybe you haven't seen that specific video. So I'm using the wall tool now and drag like this. And let's drag it one step back. And I'm going to show you a nice neat little trick here. We want to have a ladder up there, but we can't place ladders on top of each other when we're designing things. But there is a trick to this. And it's important that you use the wall tool, this one. Then what we will do is to take the ladder, we put it on the wall like this, and you can just keep it like this, that's fine. Maybe you want to have the wall there, but if you don't want to have the wall, I'm using the hole tool here and I'm just removing the wall, and you can see the ladder is still there. So it's like a freestanding tall ladder sitting in the middle of the room. So if that's what you want, that works pretty good. But I do wonder for this one, maybe I do want to have a wall there. Maybe that's what we want to have. So if we want to, we could keep that. So that should work pretty fine. But we may want to move this back even one block to get it at the very back with our ladders. So let's just go ahead and we can remove those again. But it's a really neat feature that you can pretty much put a lot of things on top of each other that you maybe can't normally do. For example, I showed it before, you can put like tables and you can put some decoration on top of your tables. Because using the wall tool and removing with the hole tool, you can do all kinds of crazy things. So this is how it's gonna look on the inside. I'm thinking of changing the floor a bit. I think that looks better. It looks a little bit too bright with this one. We're gonna have the same floor at the top there, and let's look from the outside. Looking pretty fine, and we won't have windows at the bottom. I feel like that looks pretty good. But I'm kind of leaning towards maybe adding some lanterns. Or maybe just those candles, let's see. These ones. Maybe we can have them so they light up outside, the windmill. And maybe we can have someone inside as well, so it isn't so dark inside. I know some of you guys commented on that we should have some more lights, and maybe we should. So there we go. And that's gonna be pretty good. So it's mostly a building that is made for making the town, you know, more look like a town. What we could do if we want to make it more realistic would maybe be to do like put the mill grinder inside of this building. So we take like this mill grinder, and maybe for fun we can even make a little pole going up there and imagine that it's connected. But we can add some mill grinders in here. Maybe we can have 4 of them. We're never gonna need all 4 of them. But still, it could be fun to have. And we can also have some storage for putting down our raw materials on them as well. And I do think we can use barrels for this, if I remember correctly. Certain kind. I think you can put that inside of this. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure you can. So we can put some barrels. Maybe we can do the smaller barrels. And let's see here. Maybe we can have them like that. A few little barrels. There we go. Gonna be a little crafting corner. So down here we can produce some flour. And later make some bread. And maybe we'll make a bakery later. That would be fun. We're just missing 2 yellow hanging banners. Nice. That should be done very soon then. Ooh, they're selling some pretty beautiful flowers and decoration in this one. And potted fox lily, I'm gonna buy one because I think we may need some more ones. Trading good earn extra large for extra trading. I'm gonna buy 2 of them and look pretty cool. I wonder if you can sell for them also. Bonsai trees are always pretty awesome, I gotta say. I'm gonna buy 2 of them. Finally crafted tea set. That could be cool. I'm not gonna buy it now though. I'm gonna sell a bunch of different things. We have a ton of wheat. That's way too much wheat, so I'm gonna sell a lot. Make the game run a bit better. I pretty much sold everything we got of it. A traveler's summary. What did we get this time? From Joy Tibani, we got a rustic lamppost. Thank you, thank you. And most of our travelers are living inside of a tavern, where Danny is providing some good beverages for our people. Who is this one? Orbale the Munchie, level 1 gardener. It's a quite an active place, our tavern. But that's how it should be, right? It should be lively. Looks like we got a little Banto stuck on the roof. Banto the Butcher. Oh wow, I have vanquished 100 foes. Was that really necessary? Maybe. That's a lot of enemies. Loads of them. We're just missing the final banner, guys. The final banner. Oh, we have Danny visiting us. Danny Alefal. Welcome to town, Danny. You're both a brewer and a visitor, it seems. This bridge should be done any time now. I think they have crafted the final banner. It should be put out very, very soon. Oh, awesome, guys. Look at that. A bridge is finally done. Look at that. That's the beauty to behold. We still have some weird ladders going on there still, but that is fine. But look at that. Finally that is done. It feels like it made the game run a bit better when that got done, actually. All the weird ladders everywhere. I'm so happy to see this one being fully built and done. And no, we have a starving little kitty up here. Nikita, don't starve up there. The buggy game is leaving Nikita to starve up here. That's very rude. Rude game. And we have to make a ladder to go up. Let's make one here and another one over here. Let's save Nikita. We don't want her stuck up there. Well, there you go. Now she can climb down. Very nice. Cancel that one. Board time. Here is your town person, back safe and sound. I think they found a change of scenery to be invigorating. And we can certainly found them to be quite helpful. Rabbit reputation increase and citizen is in a high spirit. That's good to see. Welcome, welcome back. That's a little bit weird, moving the ladder when they're standing on top of it, Sebastian. That's kind of weird. But that's good to see. Our bridge is done, no more focus on that and for a while. And we might be adding maybe some beds here for our soldiers later on. It feels like that might be some good spots for that. And like I said before, we're probably gonna add some turrets positions, some pillars to have some turrets on them. Because right now we don't have any good positions for some turrets. But now the most focus is gonna be on our quays that we're doing here. And let's see what we can store in this barrel over here. We can have simple drinks, and we can have prepared drinks, and we can have dry goods. So that's what I want to have inside of our windmill, to have some wheat in there. On this one though, what do we want to have? Other fluids, it doesn't say the name of them. I guess we can have some honey in this one, I guess. Looks like I can't select anything. Oh, there we go. Bog of butter, not sure if I even seen that. Cherry must, that sounds delicious, doesn't it? And this one, I guess we can have some wheat in this one. We have so much wheat in town. I'm just gonna reload the use interface. To reload the use interface, just press F5 and that will reset the use interface. And that helps sometimes when the interface is bugging out. And we're just gonna close that permanently so we don't get a ton of messages in there. And now it might be a little bit easier to click the things inside of here. So now I can see both the name of the things and it's easier to click them. So I guess we can have a little bit of wheat in this one. Why not? We have a lot of wheat. So there we go, a lot easier to click things. Trader brings seeds from a distant land. Hello, Bantonia Vale. I'm just passing through, but I'd be willing to make a trade or two. If you're interested, to make me a free basket of the carrots, I'll be back in 4 days. I might be able to get you Arctic pine cones. Oh yeah, that sounds good, why not? 4 days. Hopefully we're gonna get that. Wow, the game feels like it's running much smoother when that got done. For the Quay, however, I feel like most of the build is kind of done now actually. It's only seems to be things that we need to place. Yeah, twin rustic lamp, some fish nets and fur rugs. And I think that should be pretty fine. We might just have to like rearrange the queue a little bit. Let's see here. Rustic twin lamps. Let's make sure we put 4 of them at the top. More than we need. And the fish nets should be crafted by our fisher, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe it's not. Let's see. Could be the weaver. But I do think it is the fisher. We don't have a fisher. Let's get one and see if that's where we craft those. So Kalash the fish, he could be a fisher. I don't think he can be a fisher as an Amberstone bunny though. Nope, only Archer Mason and Geomancer. So let's see, Razorback the fish. Okay, there we go. Razorback the fish is now level 1 fisher. Sounds good to me. So here we have it, the fish net. We just need a workbench first, and I guess we can do a fishing dock later on. We do want to have them later on anyway, because it's gonna look pretty cool to have some of them around. So she's just swimming around like the fish is, and she's gonna catch a fish as well. I'm not sure what she was dropping down there. Bag of steel work tool. Why are you dropping down there? Trying to make them get rusty? Okay, now it seems like we're getting workbench. So let's take this one for now and put it pretty close to our like quays. Next to the blacksmith for now. And that means we should be able to craft the nets we need. And then we need fur rugs, so let's go into the weaver. And it's just standard fur rug. Let's make 5 of those. I'm gonna cancel to make these and those as well, and I think those as well. So that should be all good. We do have 2 weavers, so it should go fairly quickly. And it should be going pretty quick with the blacksmith as well. Looks like we're still missing iron. We did mine out some iron, or did we never mine it out? Let's have a little bit of a look. Did I already spend all of that iron? If we did, that's crazy. It's kind of out of iron in that mountain over there. So we may need to go further away and try to find some iron, like we have up here in this mountain. So maybe if we start in here, dig in a little bit, then make it a little bit wider. There's the big thick vein of iron ore. Let's hopefully get the supplies with the iron we need, at least for the rustic lamppost. We do have one sitting there already, and looks like we already got one of the nets sitting there. That's good. So that's exciting. So when this is done, we could start to build maybe the windmill, or we could do our little watermill. I might do the watermill next, or might do both at the same time, maybe. But guys, this is gonna be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you have more building suggestions for us to do in our town, do let me know, and I will be looking into your suggestions. Maybe they can become a part of our town. So guys, thanks for watching, hope you all had a good time, and I hope to see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, and take care.